They laughed at the old man in the diner. Seconds later, everyone realized they'd made a huge mistake. Everyone at the small roadside diner thought they'd seen it all. Until that afternoon. The place was quiet, just the hum of the coffee machine and rain tapping against the windows. An old man sat alone in the corner booth, wearing a worn jacket, his hands wrapped around a cup of black coffee. His back was slightly bent, his hair silver, his eyes calm. 3 young men walked in, loud and restless. One of them noticed the old man's seat was taking up space. "Hey, Grandpa," he sneered. "That booth's for paying customers." The old man looked up slowly. "I am a paying customer," he said politely, sliding his receipt forward. The young man laughed and knocked the coffee aside, spilling it across the table. "Move before you get hurt." The diner fell silent. Everyone expected the old man to shrink back. Instead, he carefully stood up. "I don't want trouble," he said quietly. "But you should walk away." That's when the mistake was made. The young man shoved him. The old man didn't fall. His eyes changed, not angry, just focused. With one swift movement, he grabbed the man's wrist, twisted, and pinned him gently but firmly to the table. "No punches. No shouting. Just control." The other 2 froze. "I spent 40 years teaching people how not to die in fights," the old man said softly. "You don't want this lesson." The diner owner called the police. When officers arrived, they recognized him immediately. A retired military trainer who'd saved countless lives. The young men were escorted out, heads down, shaken more by the calm than the pain. The old man picked up his coat, left cash on the table, and nodded to the room. Strength, everyone realized, doesn't always shout. Sometimes it simply stands.